Hello. Hi, everyone. My name is Alvin, and I'm an evangelist at DeGate. Essentially, DeGate is a decentralized exchange trading protocol, or DEX protocol that's focused on building on Ethereum layer 2. Today, I want to talk about something a little bit bigger than that. It's about the idea of layer 2 and layer 3, and how layer 3, the concept of layer 3 can help us to scale even faster than we're doing right now. So I'm going to jump right in. Here we go. Everyone knows that the layer 2 summer was hot. This is a screen grab from Bankless DAO. Arbitrum is launching their mainnet soon. We had a great talk from the CTO of Optimism. Super love his optimism, and I'm really intrigued by the results oracle and so on and so forth. And for good reason. Ethereum layer 2 is going to really help us to scale and reach a much wider audience than what is currently available, which is already great. But there's a problem. So layer 2 is still really expensive. Let's look at an example. In layer 1 currently, maybe we have about 1.5 million transactions a day. That's about 17 transactions a second. Whereas in layer 2, maybe we could improve the throughput by 100 times. So we get about 1,700 transactions a second. Now, everything seems great. And with the launch of the merge of Ethereum, everything seems great. But let's take a step back and look at the assumptions. Assume with the gas price of 50 Gwei and ETH price of $3,400. So we're looking at a per transaction gas usage of maybe 66,000. So what this translates to is that in Ethereum, maybe we have to pay for a transaction on Ethereum, maybe we have to pay $11 per transaction. And theoretically, in layer 2, we might be paying, if we use optimistic rollup, for example, like Arbitrum, theoretically, we could be paying something like 10 cents. But don't forget that with demand, with supply comes demand. So there will be an increase in demand. And so we're looking at right about $1 per transaction, say an order of magnitude higher than that, so $1 per transaction, which is still a lot to pay for one transaction. And it kind of negates some of the many smaller transactions that we want to do on Ethereum. So what's the answer? Here's Sean Parker from the movie The Social Network. Obviously, he's talking about Facebook. And in it, he says something, of course, Justin Timberlake playing Sean Parker says, you know what's cooler than 1 million users? 1 billion users. So you know what's cooler, to paraphrase Justin, you know what's cooler than 1 million transactions a day? 1 billion transactions a day, 1,000 times a million. And we think that in the near term, at the very least, zero knowledge proofs are one way to really scale up in the near term to implement a layer 3 conceptually on top of an optimistic rollup layer 2 or a major layer 2 solution. What does layer 3 look like? Here's DeGate's model, just to give you a sense. It's just one model. Basically, a layer 3 is, we think that zero knowledge proofs can help to scale layer 2 and take care of many of the smaller transactions, especially for a use case like ours, which is a decentralized exchange trading protocol. But it could be used for anything else, like in NFTs, gaming, you name it. We think that it could work too. Briefly, I want to talk a bit about DeGate. It's a new project. It's decentralized. In the design, we are looking for 3 things: decentralized, trustless, and permissionless. Decentralized in the sense that in the final design, we're looking to create clients. It's just like a Bitcoin client where everyone can use the protocol in a decentralized fashion. Trustless, the key idea here is we cannot do evil. So there's no central person that can do evil in this design. And permissionless in the sense that any project can look to use the DeGate protocol to exchange. So it's a fairly launched DAO-centric Ethereum layer 2 trading protocol. It is what it says on the slide. And I'm going to take you through like how we are trying to implement the concept of a layer 3 and the early success we're getting from it. Okay. So in this architecture, there's Ethereum layer 1 and there's a rollup layer 2. In this case, we're working with optimistic rollups. And there's a match node layer 3. Theoretically, what this does is there's a maker who wants to buy and sell or sell at a certain price, and a taker who wants to take that price. And only when there's a match, then do we settle the order on layer 2. So think about it this way. I have somebody, a maker, who wants to sell Ethereum at $3,000 and a taker who wants to buy it. And they both sign that they're willing to take that trade. Our zero knowledge proof circuit, we run it through the circuit and it confirms that this is true, that it is true, a statement that there's a match in the maker price and taker price. And we batch all these matches, these transactions, and we settle it once on layer 2. Hence, we get the security of layer 2, but we get the increased throughput through zero knowledge in this magic technology of the match node. And if you have many match nodes, they kind of form a layer 3. So conceptually, we're pursuing this design to really help us to scale the idea of transactions in a decentralized exchange. Okay. So I don't want to go too deep into this, but there's the architecture of layer 3 is basically building on zero knowledge to match buyers and sellers on layer 3 with a ZK rollup. So we think that this really complements the current upcoming Arbitrum mainnet and all these layer 2 optimistic rollup solutions to create like a much faster, theoretically 1,000 times faster transaction speed than is already that might be possible, 100 to 1,000 times theoretically. So this is the bit of the architecture behind it. I won't go into too much detail, but the higher level is zero knowledge, magic technology, scales layer 2. Okay. Why are we doing this? Well, currently, from the user perspective, there's a bit of a some users love the decentralized exchange experience, but it's not for everyone. So with an intense focus on users, especially the people who make and take trades, as well as market makers, we really want to improve the throughput to reach a much wider audience in this specific use case. So theoretically, with the layer 3 on top of layer 2, you can get a much faster and cheaper order book trading, not just AMM trading, automated market making trading, but order book trading. Theoretically, and we're aiming in our design to instantly place and cancel orders for free, place orders for free, and theoretically we can make it free for makers to trade by subsidizing their gas fees. So all this is with the sense of making it cool and fast to trade limit orders in a DEX experience, and this is the design goal we're pursuing. So the evangelists, the thinkers, and the core contributors at DeGate, we're all about layer 2. We've been talking a lot about layer 2. We have a layer 2 show on YouTube. That's out there, our evangelist, and talking about layer 2 on YouTube. And we're constantly exploring all things layer 2, how they can help to really bring the benefits of the blockchain to a much wider audience. And we're also at the same time researching on the theory of layer 3 using zero knowledge and how they can scale throughput even more in the meantime. So it's really exciting times, and we think that it's not just about the DEX scenario. It could be this idea of zero knowledge is going to really revolutionize, along with optimistic rollups, the whole landscape for what might be possible in the mainstream for not just traders, but all kinds of applications, not just in finance, gaming, digital rights through NFTs, and so on and so forth. Really exciting times, and we're looking to learn from all the other thinkers and creators and builders in the layer 2 space. So I have a bit more time, so I want to talk a bit more about the protocol itself, why we're doing this. The core team is a really strong team, which is early believers in Ethereum. For example, one of the founding contributors, Gulu, was the original translator of the Ethereum white paper, officially from English to Chinese, co-translator and namer of the word Itaifang, which is Chinese for Ethereum. Team is from fintech and blockchain, Tencent, Binance, IBM. The Ministry of Finance in Singapore is where I spent a chunk of my career, and we're looking to really improve the experience of the cryptocurrency world improve liberty, but also improve flourishing and order and contribute our small part to the entire ecosystem. And also we want to make we want to offer an alternative to it. So without further ado, this is you can reach out to us for more information at DeGate Dex on YouTube, at DeGate Dex on Twitter, DeGate.com, and contact us. Really want to thank the organizers at EDCON for having us, and we look forward to a great day ahead. Have a great time building, and all the best. So reach out to us. We're always hiring and looking for great people to join the community as well. Take care. Bye-bye.